This has been an absolutely crazy week for Pokemon. We saw Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes pre-order Monday. Then we saw Ascended Heroes booster bundles on Tuesday. Then we started to get the leaks rolling in from the Japanese side, which is the Mega Dream set. And we got to see most of the cards from Ascended Heroes. Keep in mind, we still haven't seen all of them. We are getting some from these Japanese battle decks. That's going to get grouped in with Mega Dream to make up our English Ascended Heroes. So we're still missing about 5 SIRs and I think a few more illustration rares as well. And as of this recording, it is early in the morning on Friday in Japan, which means it is the official release date of Mega Dream. So I wanted to kind of give a little bit of a market update of what cards have been selling for. Obviously, these are going to be high and a little bit inflated out the gate. You don't want to be one of the first people to purchase these cards at these pretty insane prices. They're going to come down. More boxes are going to hit the market. People are going to rip a ton. And traditionally, Japanese doesn't really hold its value. English is where it's going to be more expensive. But it is interesting nonetheless just to see what people are willing to pay to be one of those first people to have a card. And the first one we're going to take a look at is the Pikachu. This is number 234 from the new set, the Chonkachu. He's chubby. He's absolutely adorable. I actually do really like this card. People have been paying. This is the only sale I could find on eBay. Over $500 with shipping, which is kind of crazy. And this card has already coming down. Lowest listeds are in the $300 range if you include shipping. Actually, lowest listeds right now, $290 free shipping. So just a little bit under $300. So this is one of those perfect examples of why you would want to wait on a card like this, and specifically Japanese. They're going to come down in price pretty quick, and this is kind of a big set. There's a lot of cards from this set as well. People are going to be kind of all over the place for what their specific chase card is. I did hear a lot of people kind of actually digging this card, and I saw some people kind of theorizing that could kind of be a Bubble Mew level card. I could see a scenario in which that happens. I really do like this card, honestly, as far as cutesy Pikachu goes. I don't think there's really that much to complain about the terastallized version. I don't think the crown bothers me. He's just a fat, chubby Pikachu, and I think it's adorable. So they've been selling for about $300 on eBay currently. Next up, we have the Mega Dragonite, the all-controversial Mega Dragonite. I still think that this card looks absolutely great. I am super, super excited to finally get my hands on this card at some point. But people have been paying, at least out the gate, over $500 for this card. If you include shipping on all of these, some of them over $500. Some of them in the 400, so it really depends. Last sold 500, 470 with shipping, 495, 5 something with shipping down here. So people want this card early, and they are going to pay for it. So well over $500 for the Mega Dragonite. Little bit surprising to see that, but we did see the Mega Gengar card after that got announced. I did show you guys, if you missed that video, some of the first people were paying like $800-900 for that Mega Gengar card before we even knew anything else from the set. So people with a lot of money obviously will pay these really, really high prices just to be one of the first people to own the card, I guess. So Mega Dragonite looks like it's going to be fairly pricey. It'd be very interesting for all of these cards across the board as to what they're going to fetch in English. Just because, English usually carries a much higher value, and we don't know what the pull rates are going to be like. So things could get really interesting because it is a pretty large set. Also too, so this is the Mega Attack Rare Dragonite. Now I haven't found a confirmed eBay sale on this card yet, but looks like lowest listeds are around $80 with shipping, 80 to 90, some as high as 100, obviously. I also, as a little bit of a note, I did make a mistake the other day when I was talking about the Japanese set. You do not get a guaranteed SAR in this set, it looks like. It looks like you are guaranteed a Mega Attack Rare is the one that you are guaranteed. So traditionally, the high-class Japanese sets, you do get a guaranteed SAR, like Prismatic Evolutions, you get a guaranteed SAR. This is not the case because they're adding this rarity. So this is going to be the minimum that you will get per box. So a little bit unfortunate, but that actually might end up driving up some of the prices for some of these cards. Not these ones, but the special illustration rares or the special art rares in Japanese, because there's not going to be as many of them, as you were getting from the Terastal Festival. So just keep that in mind as well. I think what we've seen from a case is like 3 to 4, maybe 5 SARs per case. So very interesting there, considering that, you know, it's even a bigger set on the Japanese side, but the English set going to be much bigger. So this is what you can expect as far as the mega attack rares, at least out the gate. Next up is a very controversial card. I heard a lot of love, more hate, actually. I heard a lot of hate and some love for this card. This is the Team Rocket's Mewtwo, number 237, the SAR. First sale, over $500 with shipping. Now, there's something interesting I did want to point out about this card, and we also do have a better look at it, a few better looks at it now that it's been out for a little bit. Here's one of the current lowest listings right now. It actually is at $400. And a lot of people were saying that they hated this card, that it looked ugly. I don't think it looks ugly. I totally understand where people are coming from, but some people were saying it looks like PS2 era graphics, AI generated, all of this stuff. I just wanted to point something out to you guys. Once again, not every artist is perfect, but look at the artist of this card. This is an Arita artwork. Just wanted to point that out. Arita, by a lot of people, possibly considered the GOAT. Obviously, you know, base set Charizard, stuff like that. One of the greatest artists, I don't think, even if you don't consider him the GOAT, Arita is one of the best artists that we've ever had for the Pokemon TCG. So anyways, here's a better look at the card just in general too, so you guys can get a little bit better look. So some people, they like this better than the Destined Rivals. Some people like this one, the Destined Rivals better, or this one. It really depends. Art really is subjective, right? But just wanted to bring that up. I just thought that was funny. It'd be interesting to see how many people's tunes change now that they know it's an Arita card. A lot of the time that happens. I think it's fine. I'm not complaining. I do want to bring up this point real quick before we go any further, is I think it's funny that there's a lot of people that were complaining that were like, oh, skip this set's trash, I'm going to skip it. But like, if you zoom out a little bit and just look like, okay, so we have a set that's coming out that has a Gengar, a Mewtwo, a Dragonite, right? Just right there. Gengar, Mewtwo, Dragonite, and there's going to be more on the English side, right? And Pikachu, and potentially Charizard on the English side. And you're saying, I'm going to skip this set. This is like the dream of what we would want, right? There's so many popular Pokemon. Anyways, I just think that that's funny. So yeah, that is the Team Rocket's Mewtwo right now. I did also want to bring up booster boxes right now, at least as far as eBay goes. They're going for around 140, 130s, 140s, depending. You can possibly find them a little bit lower without shrink wrap. Keep that in mind. Some come with shrink, without shrink. It really just depends. There also can be importing fees. So it depends if you're in the US like me, you probably want to get them from a US seller. So I would expect that this would be a fairly popular set moving into the holidays. This is probably really fun. I do want to pick up a few boxes to open myself. You know, and so kind of expensive out the gate. Keep in mind too, if you're not familiar, MSRP on a Japanese booster box is like, the conversion may be a little bit off, but it's around 38, 40 US dollars, just to keep in mind. That's what they go for. That's the MSRP. So if you were in Japan at a Pokemon Center or something, you would pick it up for around 38, 40 bucks. So pretty expensive out the gate when it comes to booster boxes. Before we go any further, I did want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is the card centering calculator. If you are like me and you grade a lot of Pokemon cards, or maybe you thought about just grading your first Pokemon cards, centering is one of those things that you can eliminate from like the uncertainty of. And the card centering calculator is one of the best ways to do it. As you guys can see in the video that is playing in the background, it doesn't just work on Pokemon cards. You can do it with sports cards, any card that you want. But you can take a high resolution image, zoom in really far, and essentially just adjust the edges. And you can know exactly, you could see it's changing. Like, oh, well, right now you're in PSA 10 parameters. It knows what the grading companies require for centering. So that way you don't have to worry about that. You can just worry about surface issues and stuff like that. So card centering calculator is the best app that I have used for centering. Currently, it is only available on the Apple App Store, unfortunately. There is a Google Play version coming later. I heard that they are working on that, but it is completely free to use. There is a paid version. You can access some additional features. It is a one-time payment, so you guys can try it completely free. If you want to do the paid version and get some of those upgrades, there is a discount code in the description as well as a download link. So make sure you check out the card centering calculator is what I use to double check on my centering to make sure I'm going to get that PSA 10. Now, back to the booster boxes just for a moment. as far as I was looking around on eBay, and you can get them a little bit cheaper from some of the sellers. Just keep in mind, be careful with some of the sellers. Obviously, you know, I've never purchased from this particular seller, but they have a ton of sales with 100% positive feedback. I think they're fairly trustworthy. Just make sure that you're buying from a good seller. Okay, do a little bit of research. But if you buy 4 or more boxes, you can get them down a little bit to 130 per box. So that's actually not too bad, and I believe that is shipping included from this seller. So just wanted to bring that up as a little bit of a reminder. Purchasing multiple boxes, you can get them a little bit more affordable. So yeah, that is currently the Mega Dream situation. Now let's get back to a few more of the cards. Ends Zork, which I think is a very nice looking card as well. There have been a few sales of this one as of the recording in that $200 range. Looks like around $240, $250 if you include shipping for the Enzoric. These are the only 2 sales that I could find. Looks like they're both from the same seller, actually. So 98.5% positive feedback. So a lot of, once again, check feedback. It's very important on eBay if you're buying, even if you're buying singles. And keep in mind, a lot of these cards are going to be shipping from Japan. So even if you're buying them right now, it may take you a while to get them. So just keep that in mind. And I wouldn't be paying these prices out the gate. I would wait for these prices to fall. They usually always do. Next up is the Mega Gengar, the one that we mentioned earlier that people were paying $900 out the gate when it was announced. Look how much it's already dropped. Still a very expensive expensive card out the gate. Right around $600, $580, $600 for this card. So it's come down a few hundred already, but currently more expensive than the Mega Dragonite. So currently, as of value-wise, I would say that this is the chase card of the set. People want that Mega Gengar, and you can see somebody purchased a lightly played copy for $610. If I'm reading this correctly, LP. So be careful. Once again, I would probably not be purchasing at these prices. I would definitely be waiting. We've seen that. Just give it a little bit more time. But it is kind of funny to see, and sometimes a little jaw-dropping just to be like, I can't believe people would spend that much money out the gate. So that is the Mega Gengar SAR number 240. Next up, I only could find one of these sales, and I think lowest listeds are all a lot lower than this now. But this is the Mega Attack Gengar right here, number 203, where it says Void Gale coming across. I think that these cards are going to be cooler in English, in my opinion. So you get the Japanese text. I'm kind of a fan of that. But anyways, I think they're more in the $100 range as far as what the listings are. So, and then a lot of the other Mega Attack cards are much cheaper. I think Gengar and then Dragonite will probably be the most expensive when it comes to Mega Attack cards. So at least that's what you can expect out the gate. Next up is we do have finally a better look at this card too. This is the main reason I couldn't find a sale of this card. But I just wanted to bring this up as we can get a better look of the Stevens Metagross here. I think that this card is super cool looking, actually. I actually really like this. Probably one of those underrated special illustration rares from the set. I think it's cool. I like the pose. I like everything that's going on. I think it's a really cool card. So right now, have no confirmed sales that I can find. Their lowest listeds are around $85 on eBay, but more importantly, we do get a better picture of the Stevens Metagross, so that's actually kind of cool to see. Next up, another one that I haven't really seen sell is the Mega Scrafty. Once again, I mentioned it previously. This is just a card that this Pokemon doesn't really appeal to me. If I was opening a box and this is one I pulled, I'd probably be a little bit bummed. And I can't really, haven't been any sales that I've seen. Lowest listed right now in the $80 range. Not that it's a bad looking card, but it's just kind of for me. It just doesn't appeal. Let's see. You can also see here's the Mega Attack Scrafty, $35. So you can kind of see what some of the other ones have been going for, or at least are listed at currently from the set. And then lastly, I did want to talk about one illustration rare or art rare. We also get a little bit better look, a little higher resolution image here of Team Rocket's Doug Trio. I'm a big Destined Rivals fan, right? Will admit I'm still working on my Destined Rivals master set. So I think that this is a super cool card. I like how it's split and you can see them underground with Giovanni. I think it's a cool card. This isn't going to be an expensive card by any means, but we got a little bit better, higher resolution look at it right here. And I like this card, so I just thought that that was worth mentioning. Currently, you can pick it up for around 20 bucks. I think there may be a few listings a little less than that on eBay. But this was just a little bit of a market update for you guys. Nothing too crazy. All the craziness kind of already happened. So if you guys are in the US, it is Thanksgiving as of this recording. Have a great Thanksgiving if you're celebrating. Be safe out there if you're traveling. If you're not in the US and you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, then have a great average normal Thursday. Stay safe as well. But yeah, a big holiday here in the US, lots of people traveling. But yeah, some very exciting times. I can't wait to find out what the rest of the cards from the set are going to be on the English side. So I can't wait to see what that is. We do have that leak of that gold Mega Charizard, the Y, Mega Charizard Y. So I don't know if we're going to get another Mega Charizard SIR, a Y SIR. Very possible, but that would mean it would come, once again, probably from those battle decks. So that'll be very interesting. I don't know if they normally put SIRs in battle decks. They've been doing some of those illustration rares lately. We got with that one Haunter and everything, so I don't know, but it'll be very exciting nonetheless. So make sure you stay subscribed to the channel with notifications on, because I do post Pokemon content every single day, whether it's market updates, news, leaks, or anything like that. Also, we will be doing a channel membership giveaway in December. So if you want to be eligible for that, you will need to be a channel member for December. And then once we get in December, I will fully announce that, and we'll announce the actual details. I don't think you're going to have to do anything to enter. I can just pull up, I'm going to put all the members in a random generator and pick a winner. So you don't have to do anything to be eligible. You just have to be a channel member. Very excited for that. That should be super fun. So we also just shipped out the rest of the giveaway winners for the Phantasmal Flames, so that was super fun. I think everything is everything shipped out, or most everything. Anyways, yeah, so we're looking good on that front. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and remember, it was never a phase.